Well, this is my first time on an ice planet. Everything's looking rather blue because we're still in that white dwarf system. Somewhere around here is a facility that I'm supposed to do a naughty data scan at, and this time I'm being told it's a naughty data scan. If you check this out, economic data on our rivals, but we must grab it covertly. There, this is where you come in. We hope you can help us. So I know this one's got to be done softly. Let's sneak in there, get the data. Hopefully it'll be laid out in such a way that I can do that without getting myself in trouble. I'm not sure. I put the ship down about 5 kilometers away from the base because you've got to be careful with these things. You don't. If you fly into their no-fly zone, you straight away end up with bounties on your head. So I put down far enough away, I think. But now I don't know whether I'm heading in the right direction or not, so I can't see it anymore. Because of the curvature of the various hills and things. I mean, it looked very flat when I was coming into land, but once you're actually on the surface, it's a little less flat. So let's see what we've got. Might be over here. I'm not sure. Yes, no? No, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere over here. When I get over this rise, I'll be able to see it probably. I know you're probably thinking, why am I driving so slowly? But these things are very hard to control at higher speeds. So 6 kilometers an hour with 0.1 G, it's an easy ride. But there are rocks, and one needs to be able to steer without going into crazy donut spins. So. Yes, this is not a summer night in Harlem. This is out on a frozen ice world, so quite different. You can't hear the music I'm listening to, but it's Saturday night and I'm doing my Saturday night soul and funk soundtrack. Saturday night in Harlem. Where the heck? I would have thought I'd be able to see it by now. Let's try going a bit faster. Just take it easy on the turns. It's 10 kilometers per hour. Feels fast, doesn't it? Well, what's going on? Oh, I've got far enough away from my ship, it's taken off. That's what happens if you get far enough away from your ship. It takes off and goes into orbit. I'll have to call it back when I need it. That's fine. That's fine. Where is the place I'm looking for? You would think that I'd get some kind of a marker in there to show me what direction's the right direction to go, like I do in the ship, but in the SRV you don't. So, aha! There we go. I have been driving in the right direction all this time. See? I'm not so incompetent. Comms control. So you'll see at the moment it's showing inactive. It won't activate until we get close enough to it to scan it. And the trick's going to be getting close enough to scan it without getting in any trouble. Sorry. Right. Well, look on the bright side, at least I didn't start whistling. I'm doing my best here. Ooh. Bit of Parliament. One Saturday night I was doing specifically that I was doing Spotify's Parliament radio station, so I was trying to get a bit of P-Funk. Because, like, P-Funk's about being in space. Got a lot of rhythm going round. Okay. You gotta have the funk. Give up the funk, yeah. Okay. We should be getting somewhere close enough to see it. No way to tell how far away it is, which is slightly annoying, I don't think. There we go. Yeah, now I can see how far away it is. Okay, we've still got 1.5 kilometers to go. So I can. When you're in the SRV, the default for targeting isn't the same as in the ship, so it's actually the right mouse button to default for targeting, whereas in the ship the default key is T. T for target. But I need to have it selected anyway in order to interact with it once I get there, and it's kind of handy to be able to see how far away it actually is. I'm doing alright. Oops, a daisy. Okay. Throttling back at some point. So, sneaking up on my mission target. Yeah. Okay, so on the central radar display, which is in the middle at the bottom here, where you can see the representation of my little six-wheel buggy, when I get close to the exclusion zone, it will show up as like a sort of a red wall, and if you go inside of that, then you get a warning that you've like basically gone into the exclusion zone, and if you don't get out, you'll end up with a bounty on your head. But let's see now. Now that I'm a little closer, I'll just slow down a bit here. Okay, so you see there's a turret, and that turret won't attack me so long as I don't go inside the area I'm not allowed, I think. Famous last words. But what I need to do is get just close enough to that comms control to get it to activate. And then when I do, I need to make sure I've got the right scanner on. So, data link scanner, I think that's the one that I need. Yeah, so when we get up to it, then we hold down the right mouse button when we get close enough. But let's see, we would go very slowly here. See what we can do. Still showing inactive. Now it's active. It's activating now. See, it's just thingied up. There we go. It's active. Right. Now I'm going to get in my turret because it'll be easier to. Right. As soon as I've interacted with it, it'll probably set everything off and I'll have to get out of it pretty sharpish, but here we go. Scan that. Yep, there we go. Oh, let's just go out the front. Ah. Oh no! Ah. Oh, that's right, I need to get out the turret. Ah. Oh, this is bad, this is bad. Let's just get out of here. Get out, get out, get out! Oh boy. Luckily for me, there's nothing that can move, I don't think, come after me, it's just the turrets. But I did incur a bounty, which I was hoping to avoid because I went inside, but I shouldn't have done. Ah, I need to stop panicking now. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Right. Right, so my shields are recharging. I took a little bit of damage. That's going to cost money to repair. I think we got the data we were after. Yep, mission successful. Successful mission commander by hacking the hub access terminal at Shoal Horizons. Plus, we are able to prolong our economic prosperity. Complete the mission to access your payment. Okay, good. So, could have done that a little better. That was a little untidy there, but generally speaking, it wasn't so bad. I mean, it's not like I got blown up or anything. So now I'm going to carry on driving away, because when I call the ship back in, I want to make sure that the ship doesn't come back into the no-fly zone and increase the bounty. So I just, we go into transactions there. So I've got 600 credit bounty, which I can pay off myself. It's not a big deal. Once I get out of the system, I don't even think anybody's likely to attack me for a £600 bounty, really. 600 credit bounty. It's not a big deal. The repair cost on the SRV is going to be more than that. Saying that, I could actually repair it with materials if I wanted to. You can't judge a book by it looking at its cover. Yeah, so I'm just trying to get far enough away so that I can call the ship back in. And if you look down in the bottom right hand corner, you'll see the word wanted showing in red there with the little scales of justice symbol next to it, and that shows that there's a bounty on me, just in case I wasn't paying attention. You know, once I leave the system, on the other hand, that will probably disappear because I'm only wanted in this system, because a bounty is only valid in a particular system. Having said that, anybody that's playing as a bounty hunter in open play, with a warrant scanner, can scan you to see whether or not you have a bounty on you in any system, sort of like a integrated police database sort of thing. So even if somebody looks clean in this system, if you've got a kill warrant scanner, you can scan them, see if they've got a bounty on them somewhere else, and if they have, then you can like space them and collect the bounty. And if you go to that system, then you get the full amount of the bounty, and if you can't be bothered to go all the way to that system, then you can go through a factory, and the factory will take a commission, but you still get most of the bounty yourself. Not that it's something I've ever done, but it's worth mentioning because it's a fact. Anyway, right. Do we think we're far enough away to call the ship back in now? We've been trucking along for a little while now. Okay. I'm gonna chance it. I'll just stop here. Judge a book by looking at its cover. Right, recall ship. Come on. Takes a little while for the ship to come back. Doesn't usually take quite this long. I did call it back, right? Oh, there it comes. I was getting a bit worried there. That's the sound of it jumping in. That's the sound of any ship jumping in, but I know it's my ship jumping in. And there's a little green dot on my radar for my ship. And there it is, you can see it just there landing. Well, it should be landing. It just seems to be hovering there. Come on, land, you bugger. Right. So just drive back in here underneath the bay and get back inside. And now we're going to take off. It takes a little while to take off, which is a good thing. Means you can't accidentally take off again when you've landed, which I tried to do once, when what I actually meant to do was something else. Raise the landing gear. It's time to take this data home, which we've got to be careful here for many reasons. Anyone might come and try and take us out. Interesting. That wanted sign's disappeared already. Shouldn't have done. I should be wanted in this system, not just on the planet. I don't know what's going on with that. Well.
Frameshift drive charging.
Let's just...
Ready to engage.
Oh, a second. Alright, okay. I don't think I've shown you me taking off of a planet before, so this is me showing you taking off of a planet surface. So you've got to angle up to get an escape vector. Once you're at least 2 kilometers off the surface, you're not mass locked anymore, so you can go into super cruise. These little orange things there are for unidentified signal sources. Once we get properly away from the planet, I'll show you what you do with unidentified signal sources to identify them, since I'm here. Okay, that's fair enough, I think. So I'm just gonna, yeah, there we go. I'll just throttle back now. So we go back into the FSS scanner, and for the transient signal sources, which is what unidentified signal sources are, it's right at the far left hand side where it says low, and then you see we just go onto here and zoom in. So that signal is a convoy dispersal pattern. Oh, that was booming when I came back out. I don't know. Don't like that. Yeah, see, there's that ominous boom of doom. It was doing that in the Procyon system as well. I don't like that. The Procyon system was cursed. That's degraded emissions where you can pick stuff up. It's a distress call. I've never found anything at a distress call, really. I just get there and there's nothing there, so these will all be fighting, I think. Or maybe not all. No, that's a convoy. Sometimes you get like weapons fire and stuff. You see where it says activities and it shows bounty hunting for that one. So these different things have opportunities for different activities at them. So where there's weapons fire, it probably means somebody's fighting with somebody else, etc. But degraded emissions, that's salvage, so you can pick up materials there. Yeah, that when I zoom back out and it makes that weird sort of thunderclap sound, it doesn't always do that. But the last time I noticed it doing that was in Procyon, and I left Procyon, got out just in time. Right, so we're not going to investigate any of these signals, not even the emissions ones where I could be picking up materials, because I want to turn this mission in. I've gone through all the bother of doing it. I don't want to mess up by staying here any longer than I have to. So it's time to go back to Luton Star. So you see there's Procyon and there's Luton Star where I've relocated to. Of course it's not cursed there. Right. There we go. Oops. Just reduce my mouse sensitivity a bit. There we go. Right.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1.
You see in the centre of the screen the star getting closer and closer as we jump through hyperspace and then we pop right out. Maybe I'll scoop a little bit of fuel maybe? I'm not sure.
Fuel scooping.
It's always a bit dangerous hanging around near the star when you've jumped in, because this is the place where people often turn up and attack you. Anyway, let's just laying a course to Ashby City, which is where we're currently based. Alright, it's just a cruise ship. I always get nervous when I see something pop up in the chat window because I'm playing in solo play. So sometimes that's pirates coming to attack me. But other times it's just a cruise ship drawing the passengers' attention to the safety announcements, or explaining that they're going to be arriving late at their destination or whatever. See, I scoop more fuel in this ship because it's got a bigger, better fuel scoop on it than my old ship.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
So I'm just targeting that ship so I can scan it. Not because I've got any interest in the ship directly particularly, but because sometimes when you scan ships you can pick up useful data-based materials. Right. We're done with the fuel scooping. We didn't fill up entirely, but we're nearly full. That green one will be local law enforcement. It's a system authority vessel. But we're fine in this system, there's no issue in this system, and I'll be paying that bounty off when I get into the space station. Oops, what am I doing? When you've done that with targeting a ship, it sort of untargets your destination, which is slightly annoying. getting slowed down by the gravity of that large gas giant there. Once we're past it, we'll be sped up again. There we go. See, the speed's going back up again. I haven't touched a thing. Ah, yeah, footsteps in the dark, which is sampled on that that Good Day track. Ice Cube. That one needs to go on my sampled playlist. We've already had one tonight, which I was listening to. Soup for One by Chic. Oops, right. Trying to make a note on my notepad. Don't write and drive, eh? That's footsteps in the dark. I'll just write with my other hand. Parts 1 and 2. Oops. Alright. Reason I'm still recording is because the mission ain't done until you turn it in. Also, I'm not sure if I've shown you a manual landing. So see, they asked me to enjoy my visit now because it's friendly. Working towards allied status with Sirius Corporation here. So yeah, manual landings. So I don't have the auto dock on this ship, so I've got to do this all manually. Oops. Wait, hang on a sec. There we go.
Access granted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 3-3.
Docking bay 3-3, roger. Right, so 3-3. Ah, man, come on. I hate that when I slow down to try and make sure I'm doing this safely and somebody slides in past me. Somebody actually crashed into me the last time. I didn't crash into them, they crashed into me. Because they were intent on pushing past me to get through the slot. I was like already going through the slot and they just pushed right past me. That is irresponsible. Thank goodness for shields, eh? Just imagine if I'd been trying to sneak in with contraband, going silent running. I wouldn't have had any shields then. Right, time for the landing gear. Doo-ba-doo. There we go. Not a bad landing. See, I can manually land.
Contact. Commence system shutdown.
Okay. Economic data acquisition, complete mission. Now I've got a choice of rewards. Now this one gives more reputation but less money. That one's more reputation, and that one provides engineering components and a moderate sum of money. But since I'm trying to build reputation with the faction, I'll just speed things up by taking this one. Normally I wouldn't, but this is a special occasion. Right. So you see, this is an example of a mission where it has a positive effect on the people that gave you the mission and a negative effect on the target. So Luton 145141 for Equality, who owned that station that I just hacked, my reputation with them has dropped slightly, and they're also part of the Federation. I think that's what that represents. It's the Federation. So there are a number of major superpowers in the game, and then all these minor sort of factions, most of whom are aligned to one of the superpowers, but some are independent. But I've got allied status with the Federation, so that's just slightly taken me down, but not out of the allied zone. But there we go. You'd think. I mean, normally I get like a little sliver that looks like that, and this time I still just get a little sliver. I sometimes wonder when it says you're getting more influence. Like, am I really getting more influence, or am I just getting less money? Don't know. But anyway, that's that, and that's the end of this video. Thank you for your attention. So I'm just steam washing my ship here under a little geyser here. Look at that. Oh, but that's not all. There's a brilliant view here on this little icy moon. Excuse me. There, check that out. This moon is like right at the edge of the ring for a gas giant. Just do a hold on a second here. Oh, increase distance from ship. There we go. Right, so this is an external view. Check that out. Isn't that brilliant? Right, I think that's enough for that.